I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your kicked saying something like that, man.
Happy Paddy's Day, America!
Hi, I'm Kiko. I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
What would you say you do here? Well, look, I already told you.
I just want to suck and see what it tastes like.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Another phenomenal entry.
Nerd Slab did a lot of work on that one this
That
week.
was, yeah.
Oh, I did. Absolutely killing it. You should be working for like Gary or somebody, not us. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much pressure. That's too much pressure.
I agree.
I love how humble he is on his intro. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to make fun of everybody else, but I'm going to be the main protagonist from Boondock Saints, and I'm going to be from Warhammer, and I am amazing.
So humble.
What are you talking about? He put you on a very, very smart federal agent.
Yeah, you're an FBI.
Yeah.
Yes, who has,
but not the female body inspector type. It's the other kind.
Yeah, I'm just glad it was that scene from the movie and not everyone else. So
I almost did a different scene. Almost.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get the cross-dressing scene.
Yeah, no, that would be like.
Are you talking about Mo kicking a little Asian out of bed?
No.
Well, that's
I can send you that gift.
No, we're talking about later in the movie. Where it's way worse.
Yeah, what are you doing? I just wanted to cuddle.
My favorite's the bar. Yeah, my favorite's the bar. Give it to me, you fairy. Yeah.
Well, it's funny how Boondock Saints is just taken over as the most cultural phenomena for St. Patrick's Day.
Appropriate.
Well, I was gonna pick on Naggernall, but he just went off camera. Well, I guess we'll start from the top. Nerd Slap, how's it going?
It's going good, man. It's going real good. I just been, working on some stuff. Lost internet for about a day and a half, so it was a little paranoid that I wasn't going to be able to make it. But we're back.
You've been dealing with tornadoes, right?
I know, yeah, and I mean, not anywhere like near us, but
right. But it's taking out all the infrastructure.
Yeah, it was just crazy. But we're back, and I'm hoping to be able to do a gaming stream soon. So.
Awesome. What kind of Irish shirt do you have on?
Oh, it's literally just a green t-shirt.
Oh. Well, it matches the green background.
It does. Thank you.
Hayden, how did gingers celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Vodka. I sat on my ass in my pajamas all day and then put on a jacket to come on stream. That's how I celebrated.
Good day.
Hey,
that's
what
right
happens when you only have 1 week off of work a month, basically. You know, sometimes those days roll around and it's like, I'm not doing shit. So yeah, we're 1 week out from my birthday. This is typically when my party would end, would be tonight. Go out with the big bang. But no, I'm chilling. Just playing Monster Hunter and you know, gaming right now. We'll be returning to YouTube soon though.
And you said that you beat Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I did. I beat Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The main story. I think I still have like maybe 2 or 3 other side quests to do, but
I heard there's a couple side quests that are pretty interesting.
Oh, there are.
Mm-hmm.
There are. And a lot of them you can do before you get to the end of the game. I had 2 side quest markers that showed up before I finished the game, but I couldn't interact with those characters. So now I will need to go back and see if maybe those are post main story side quests that you can pick up. I'm not sure as of yet, but I will investigate.
Sweet. Norman, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I went through my house and found the greenest things I could find. So very nice coat. Spider-Man big time there. Pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, just been chilling and trying to be streaming my Shadows Week Assassin's Creed medley playthrough, and it is Shadows Week now, so I'm looking forward to that. The time has come.
Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about that coming up here. Ubisoft seems to be in an interesting spot. We'll skip over Jeff, do him last. Mo, how are you doing?
Doing great. Apparently nobody in the world loves Irish food or my takes on Boondock Saints, but other than that, I'm doing okay. So.
Your take on Rocco is awful.
Yeah,
no, it's not. No,
Rocco is lovable.
He acts like somebody that just got kicked out of acting school.
Have you seen Boondock Saints 2?
We're gonna watch that tonight, by the way.
Oh, I'm looking.
After Off the Hip,
hate 2.
There's a watch party for 2. 2 is not a good movie, but it's fun.
It's fun.
And there's a lot of memes that you can get out of it, including Nagranal holding up his who ordered the whip ass fajitas. So
yeah,
but,
no, it was a good movie. But anyways, yeah, no. Other than that, just celebrating my Irishness, and like I said, basically, my freckles, they're on display today. I'm proud to be Irish. Everybody adopts being Irish. I was born in it, raised in it.
Bitch, I'm more Irish than you, and I'm Scottish.
They're closer though, so they're bound to be.
I have more Native American in me than she does, and I have none.
Sorry, my family decided to my family decided to leave the island 160 years ago, not inbreed anymore. So
hey, well, look,
my bad.
So did part of my family. They just went down the wrong way down the river. That's all, and they ended up in Scotland. That's just what happened. All right.
Let's deep fry some shite.
Far enough.
Yes. I guess worse things could have happened.
True. Very true. Could have been England for all I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nagranal, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. My power was also out for most of the day, so I wasn't able to stream like I wanted to. Nice. But at least came back on for this. Glad for that. And, not wearing green, but I found this shirt. I thought it was just a Guinness shirt, but it's actually from like the oldest bar in Ireland. Actually, I also have this bag my aunt brought back.
Cool.
Ireland's oldest pub.
Yeah, I think it's 900.
That counts.
Like 980 or
yes. But no, it's called Mohammed's Bar. We don't serve alcohol.
Oh, and I got my Guinness.
Nice.
Extra stout is so good, dude.
If you guys ever want to go to Ireland, it's still fun. I recommend going sooner rather than later before happens. But the Guinness factory there is absolutely fun. It's an actual museum. It's like 10 stories tall. At the top is a bar, and the Guinness that you get served up there, it tastes like nothing you can buy at the store. It's like got the consistency of like milk. It's so good.
Yeah,
is that where you do the perfect pour challenge?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I think you can do it up there,
cool.
but there's also a spot on the floor below to do it. I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's because at the Guinness factory, and to be fair, most bars in the UK and Ireland, the Guinness pumps all have a separate intake, which are fed with nitrogen instead to keep it cool, and it gives it that sort of taste.
They do put that in some of the Guinness cans here. They have that little like ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the darker beers use nitrogen, whereas the other beers that are lighter use CO2.
MKPU fan is an Irish-born person. He can't stand what?
Can't stand Guinness. It's
Do you
not like
okay? Do you like Smittix?
It's an acquired taste. It's an acquired
Smittix?
taste.
Do you like Smittix? You can redeem
Smittix
yourself.
is
Do you
very
like
good,
Smittix?
yeah.
Smittix is amazing.
Taste a lot alike though.
Stank Man, light or dark beer?
Light. Yeah. I kind of, I don't know. I dabbled with like some beers, tried a couple different ones. I found myself really liking Dos Equis, and then I drink Miller Lite as like my cheap beer, but I also like Miller High Life. It's kind of basic stuff, but yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know there was anybody that still drank that anywhere.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's pretty popular up here.
I really like it though. It's nice and smooth. I actually just had a couple, so
nice.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Mickey's malt liquor. Honestly, it's pretty good. Let's be serious. Has anybody had it?
Never
It's
tried
pretty
it.
I don't
good.
think I have.
Yeah. No, whenever you're broke and scrounging in the couch cushions to get a couple of quarters to go out and buy a 40, yeah, Mickey's is the one you choose. I mean, it's either that or Bud Ice, I guess, right?
Well, King Cobra
Night Saber
really
just popped
broke.
this in the general chat.
I saw
over in
that.
the
Yeah.
GCA.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day pizza.
Oh,
Looks pretty good.
Oh, get in my belly.
That looks really good.
What is that? Is the red onion or is that like
Cabbage.
Potato.
I was gonna say
Corned beef.
Corned beef,
Yeah.
red cabbage.
Pizza.
What's the red, Night Saber?
Rye
Quick,
crust.
everyone name generic Irish foods.
No, maybe it is corned beef on pizza. That actually sounds
That's
kind
what
of
it
good.
says.
No,
over
I think that is
saying-
corned beef. That looks really.
Oh, does it?
It's
That
a
looks-
corned
Yeah, I
beef.
need that.
Oh, okay. I see it in Discord now.
Oh.
Yeah.
On rye.
Do that. Interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm.
He's burnt the
Actually
shit
does-
out of
does
that
sound
crust,
good,
though.
Was it a wood burning oven?
That it doesn't say.
But
That
Corned
looks good.
beef and a bit of sauerkraut. There we go.
interesting.
And some rye bread. It
But
looks
I'll
like.
try
Yum.
it.
But our guest, Jeff up north. So I went to Peru on the trip with Gary, and Jeff was on the trip, and we hung out, and we keep seeing each other at meetups, and we're going to be doing the neurotic turkey trip now. And yeah, so tell everybody about yourself.
Well, what you see, what you get, I suppose. A few people here already already know enough about me, I think, but no, just here for a good time, I suppose.
Well, you're trying to start a YouTube channel where you talk a little bit about like ancient stuff, kind of like
Yeah.
you're doing on the trips.
Yeah, I want to get into doing that stuff like that, and because there's a lot of like ancient mining and stuff, copper mining up by me, and it's kind of there's always a dead end. No one's really been able to push past what happened after the modern miners came in, basically destroyed a lot of it. So yeah, I'm just trying to do my own research, and hopefully this summer get a little bit of miles on looking around and seeing what I can find. Yeah, some metal detecting. And
I appreciate you painting your room green for the stream. That's real dedication there. I like it.
I was gonna say something.
yeah, I knew it was coming
Bonus
up on
points.
St. Patty's Day. Just had to really go for it.
I said this a couple of nights ago in the Discord, but genuinely, I understand Jeff more than half of you because he's closer to the accent than any of you.
Yeah, we're a little unique up here.
That's why we put him on a peninsula that it doesn't connect to anything else except for Wisconsin, because it's gay as fuck.
Coming from the guy from Indiana.
Oh, well, Irwin's from Indiana too, so that
Checks
That's not a defense, Mo.
No, I'm just trying.
not
Irwin's
help
been
your
talking
case,
shit in
no.
the chat about our beer taste, so I'm just bringing him into the fray. So
Well, before we get started, Jake Martin, before the stream even started, dropped 5 memberships. Dude,
Thanks, Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Jake has been everywhere. He's turning into the other ABF. So thanks, dude. I really appreciate it.
Mini ABF.
And John Ambler clicked the button
Hey,
all
John.
on his own and became a
Yo,
member.
John.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you for becoming a cinematographer.
He's handing out his own billets there with that profile picture.
Okay, McHawk for $2, and he's still rocking the ABF face on the dildo. Appreciate that.
Slowly
I'm
now.
drunk. You're a knee girl fig hat.
He actually got an Italian VTuber who did not understand what he was typing.
That was great.
And she said it like 5 times before chat was like, stop. And she goes, oh no. And then he got banned from super chatting every VTuber in their company for like a month. He could still talk in the chat, but he couldn't send any super chats on anybody that was in their company.
That
The
sounds
best
like
part-
McHawk to me. So
the best part about those isn't the person responding; it's the chat going, "Shut up! No, what are you doing? LOL!" like everybody's like, that was a good one.
what would we do without McHawk?
He's sitting
Isaac,
down? I don't know.
I didn't see what kind of sticker it was. Did you guys see?
It was sunglasses guy.
Nice,
Cool and happy.
Thanks,
And
Isaac.
Isaac, congrats
Isaac.
on your first stream that you did earlier today.
Yeah.
Golden Medal.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
Congratulations,
good.
bud.
I need to go back and watch
Great
that.
stream. That was a good
Yep, I
stream.
was hanging out. He did
Me
great.
too, yeah.
Very good, yeah.
Nice. Hopefully, it wasn't too gay.
It was a little bit of emanating from the screen, but he got through the topic. That's the main thing.
He's
I
getting
mean,
there.
There's only so much gayness you could put off when you are like 6'5" with the voice of a 10-year-old. So you know.
Dude, Core
you,
Boy, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a thumbs up because you love those, but gifted 5 memberships, dude. Thank you so much.
Boy.
Yeah, you're so generous today. All right, let's see here.
I know. What a world we live in, huh?
Isaac's a streamer now. Yep.
It's true.
No, but
Fair game.
in all truth, he does have a talent for it. So
He does, yeah.
good job, Isaac.
Yeah. Hey, Laughing Man's in the chat too.
Hey,
Oh,
Laughing
yeah.
Man.
Laughing Man.
And we
Yeah,
got
that was
Sea
awesome.
Brew, Risk It, Phantom's here.
Everybody showed up.
Apologize if I didn't shout you out. All right, we're gonna start with a fun video. I just saw this today, actually. So when they raise the rent on your boat slip because you don't have a choice. So what do? You don't park your boat at the harbor anymore, right? So check this guy out. Turn it down a little bit.
The anticipation is killing me.
It is taking a lot longer than I expected to get to the point, but
When you watch it by yourself,
funnier.
it goes pretty quick.
All right, he's pulling levers.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
I'll
Oh, wait a
just
minute.
take
Oh,
my
yeah.
boat and go home.
Okay, then.
He's got freaking take tracks. Isn't that retarded?
I can't argue with it. It's showing results.
It works.
Mind the brakes though. If he taps the brakes a little too hard, he's
Yeah,
I know, right? It looks nose heavy. But I was just thinking though, like, imagine if he just drove it across the street to like Whataburger and just went through the drive-through.
Back out to the lake.
Yeah, he drives up and then he has to like decompress the thing so it lowers down so he can get to the window. And he goes all this was like thank you, and then drives off again.
So I wonder if he's got to put a license plate on it and certify that it's street legal. Because I mean,
Some
say that,
asshole
yeah.
cop will probably
Places.
make them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then
like,
all you
gotta
do is
put
you drive towards a
blinkers
body of
on it.
water and you're good. They're not going to be able to chase you.
Okay, here's a good one. Who here has the worst cable management? I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Nagrinol.
Maybe
I
me,
probably
but-
could
That
be.
bad. I just have too many of them.
Yeah.
I would have to say probably Stank, man.
I'll take a picture
Really?
of my shit one of these days. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
You'll love it. It's the greatest.
I try to keep them back there, but I gotta plug this one into that. Unplug this.
It can't be
definitely a
worse than
fire
Smash
hazard.
JT. Smash
no,
AT has the worst.
Oh no.
Say, my job was cable management for many years.
Yeah, same.
So,
So I try to stick to that, but between moving my setup back and forth so often, sometimes it ends up.
Let's be serious, Hayden. Our worst is more than anybody could ever hope for. Like,
yeah, you're probably right.
Like what I'm willing to deal with is what most people are like, that's perfect.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Well, this person has the perfect solution for cable management.
Finally have a place to put all my cables. This is an issue. Move, Rocco.
Got a little cable cucker cat.
Hey, it's Rocco.
I got all the cables up
Better
here
actor.
now. All organized.
That's
Look, I can move my feet.
Wow.
No problem. I can type.
Wow. That's a lot of fabric.
Clean.
Those boogies.
Of course, he's a Mac user. Of course, he would have his boyfriend's underwear stretched across his desk.
Dude, what size are those things? Like 50 XL?
Yeah, that was.
Do they still make? I was gonna say
They got
those whitey tighties are like your dad's whitey, like old school.
Those are
I
like
didn't realize they still made them.
Those are like early
They're still
90s.
popular.
At some point, you think they'd like just swap to like hefty trash bags or something? Like that's freaking massive, dude.
Well, I mean, with the size of that, you could just use a hammock. You'd probably get better airflow too.
Man's gifted, dude.
That's what you
He's not lying though.
Yeah.
It's like some scrawny little like 5-foot guy.
Hey, Leon just rated.
Yo, Leon.
Hey, Leon.
Hey, thanks,
Words
Leon.
of Paradise.
Leon, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Words of Paradise. And thank you. And also Hondo.
And Hondo.
Yes.
Of course, I know.
Jessica, it's okay to have a Mac if you're an author, which you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was talking about how gay he was, how feminine he was. If you're a woman, you're effeminate, so you're good. It's okay.
You're already gay. That's what you almost said.
God, women, so gay.
Jeff,
Yeah.
do you do a lot of chopping wood in Michigan?
Yeah, sometimes. Usually around fall time, getting closer to the winter for like deer camp and stuff like that.
Well, you may have seen this, but this guy invented a much better axe.
Oh boy. Where can I buy one?
It's a 12 gauge
Oh, I made
shotgun
it.
round, and if you look closely, like check this out. The energy is being wrapped around the handle through this chamber, through these little holes in the blade. It's crazy.
If that hit you, you'd be so.
I'll take
Yep.
5.
Yeah.
So I was actually wondering about it. Like, I wonder if the ATF would get upset and call that a firearm, like a short barrel shotgun or something. You know?
They might, but it doesn't actually shoot any projectiles. It doesn't seem.
I
so.
think it does. I think
I thought he
think
just
those
used the
BBs are
board.
wrapping around the head.
Okay, I thought he was just using the blast
he was just using-
to actually just
Hmm.
cause the explosive force to
Blank
fuck
shot.
Maybe
out
you're right.
through the blade.
Yeah, because if you had the wad in there, it'd get jammed up around it. If it had,
I mean, you are by transitive property shooting 2 logs that way across your garden, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, stand over there quick. Why?
Why do you have two different wood piles? Oh, one goes that way, the other goes the other way.
200 yards apart.
Like, okay, I'm serious. Like, unless you're cutting petrified trees apart, how much power do you need to split a log in half?
What's up, Gooch?
It's never enough.
Yeah.
He only had to chop it once. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
True.
And then
It was
run
like a
100 yards in each direction to go get his wood. Yes.
What does he have to stop that? Like, he must have like huge pads or something.
Other piles
Hay
of wood.
bales, maybe. Other piles of wood. Yeah.
He has his wife on one side and his son on the other saying, catch.
Catch and stack. Catch and stack.
I almost wonder if that's like a FFL gunsmith and he's like chopping wood and he's like, I got an idea.
There's better ways to do this.
Well, it could have even been a Fallout fan because he just basically created the super sledge but made it into an axe.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So, who knows?
And so I brought up possibly making a short barrel rifle. Check out this woman. So she's protesting assault weapons and is destroying her AR-15.
That she just bought new in the box.
Yeah, why would she buy it?
So if an ATF agent ever saw this, you would get arrested because
Yes,
you're
immediately.
chopping the barrel. And she also is damaging the gas block, but that's beside the point. She's shortening the barrel of a rifle and would be an instant felon.
Jeez.
But yeah, she's running for Congress, I believe, right?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I think this was a publicity stunt because she's running for public office, from what I understand.
Like, seriously, how hard is it to cut something, lady? Jeez.
Would you
She
be
can't
able to
get
jerry
past
rig a
it.
gas block if you did that?
I
I
think
feel
you'd
like
be
that'd
able-
be pretty tough.
Well, if you destroy the gas block, I think you could still fire one round at a time. It just wouldn't cycle.
Bolt action AR, man.
Still a felon.
Yeah, it doesn't change it back.
Gooch gifted 5 memberships,
Gooch.
dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Hell
Gooch.
yeah.
Thank you, Gooch.
And it's green for St. Patrick's Day.
Gooch giggler.
Hey.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, Gooch and I were having a hilarious time on Erwin's stream. What was that? Saturday, I think?
Or Sunday, I think.
Sunday.
No, I think it was.
I
I think
was
it was
there
Sunday
Saturday.
yesterday.
Sunday, yeah.
Dude,
Erwin
Badger was
painted
getting
up.
so mad at Leon. It was fucking. He's like, that's every time Leon would say something, he's like, "That's fucking stupid." Like,
Yeah, UK Gamer. I think the gifties are busted on other people's channels that maybe have too many of them, because I think there's a threshold that no one knows what the magic number is.
So I've been thinking about this, and the threshold
it gave 5.
might be associated with how many subscribers you've gained recently.
I
don't know.
think that it depends on the channel size. Like Erwin's channel, for instance, is what is it, like 18,000 or something like that? I bet you like a certain percentage of them can't have gifted memberships past that certain percent. You know what I mean?
Maybe
that,
so.
or maybe it really is people that haven't checked in a while, and you have to have watched within the last month.
I think that actually makes sense, because sometimes I'll, watch some random channels or something, and then I'll end up getting a random gifted message, and then I never get another gift for that channel because I never go back and watch.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
Did you guys see Donald Trump like leaning over the desk as they were bombing the ISIS leader?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't see that one.
I saw somebody on the
legendary
stream give a
photo.
gift.
Well, after they dropped the Hellfire from a Predator missile on that Terry, Trump went on to hang around and
Good choice, Captain America.
it's like,
Very
dude,
fitting.
this is AI, but it looks perfect.
That's
I know.
very good.
Crazy.
it's the embroidery on the shirt that is really creepy.
Well, this is his outfit of when he was like, this guy right here was showing a monitor of a missile hitting a terrorist. So I love how he's got a side hat with
Yeah,
his
it's
own
looking at
signature
that.
on it. So baller.
Signed his own hat.
All right.
Minus one.
We got a little bit more fun videos here. So this guy's celebrating Blockbuster Video, it looks like. But I really like his gun. Wait till he aims down sight. It is ridiculous.
I love that. I want to see what the
Works,
stats are on that site.
Like
It's a good way to use your
mod, right?
3D printer, ABF.
I know.
That's a great way to use your 3D
actually,
printer.
I actually think that probably is a thing that I can print.
Like those are the kind of
100%.
kill cams that people uninstall for. Like really.
So that is perfect segue, actually. So I was on Suns and Shadows stream for Stargate, and Skeeter, who's on the show, keeps printing off all kinds of Stargate stuff with his 3D printer, and I'm getting super jealous about it. And I kind of grilled him on what kind of printer is the best and this and that, and came to the conclusion after a few hours, and I ordered one the next day. I ordered a Bamboo Lab A1 with the feeder. And what really sold me on it, though, is you go over here. These are just plans you can click on. It tells you, and a lot of them have like user, video guides inside of them. And it's like, yeah, you just load up these colors and you hit print. The thing like levels itself and calibrates and all this and that. This thing is said to be like the Apple iPhone of 3D printers, and you don't have to like tinker very much with it. Nice. So, yeah, Snake Man was telling me about this. This is like a benchmark, but
the tugboat is a benchmark.
Yeah,
like whether it's simple or it's ornate, it's just how it's made that makes sure that you have leveled properly and that everything is set up correctly.
So I wanted to show. So Norman got one of those spotlights the other day, or what was it, like a few months back?
I've had it for a couple of years now, but yeah.
Oh, have you had it for years? Okay.
It's currently lighting up Spider-Man right now, ironically.
But you could do fun stuff like this and actually make the light, and they'll tell you like buy this, light switch and light off of Amazon for $4 or whatever, and it integrates right with,
That's
right
cool.
with it.
Neat, yeah.
You can make Batman masks. Yeah. What do you Steak Man, give me something to look up. What's your favorite stuff?
Oh man, like anything? Just free reign?
Yeah.
So I've been looking into a lot of new music this week. New music, and then I also tried out what's it called? Not Satisfactory. Nerd Slap, what game did we play?
Scrap Mechanic.
Scrap Mechanic.
Oh,
yeah.
let's
We
see.
made some killdozers, so that was fun.
Nice.
Let's see if
Game
it's
is
Scrap
super
Mechanic.
insane.
They do have
Is
the
that Scrap
robots.
Mechanic stuff?
Yeah. At least a few of them are. Like the robot up top is.
Like, look at some of this stuff though. Like, it actually prints off gears, and then you pluck them in there and stuff. It's really neat.
Look at the
And
roller
people-
bearings even right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one of the coolest things that you're just like, oh, it's a cap for a bottle, and they give you a solution in case you have fruit flies that kind of tend to happen if you keep a lot of vegetables and fruits around your house. And it prints it out and you put it in. It's like all these useful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so there's
Wow.
these plans. You put like a little LED strip in there. There's the puddle jumper. There's one where the puddle jumper is actually coming out of the Stargate. Yeah, there's the Destiny, the X301. This is pretty cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Kind of crummy
That's
looking
really
guys
cool.
going through, but it's like kind of fun,
Well, looks like I know what I'm getting next.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this, dude. So this is clear filament that they printed around it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was reading it. The dude's like, just ignore this part. I ran out of gray, and I wanted to finish it just to get the plans uploaded for everybody. So
That is cool.
That's
but
really
dude,
cool.
there's like endless stuff you can do on here, and it just looks like a lot of fun. So
I'm gonna have to look into that.
look at this.
Oh,
wow.
That's cool.
That has to take forever to print.
Probably
Oh,
so.
gosh,
And there's
Daniel.
probably some like smoothing out you have to do after
Oh
the
yeah,
fact.
there's
like
there's
you said,
definitely
right?
some filing on that. I
Yeah.
think.
Now we need the figures that are actually in the way of it opening, and you just see the legs.
That would be awesome, actually. Some dude missing his head. But yeah. So there's even plans to build the Jaffa staff weapon. And
Oh
it
my
actually
goodness.
has you go to Ace Hardware and pick up like some screws and some random hardware,
Oh,
and you
that's
can flick the
cool.
little trigger, and the head actually opens and closes on it.
Oh,
What is this,
wow.
Bill and
that's
Ted's Bogus
sick.
Adventure?
The lights on it and
Like,
stuff.
we just need some Martians to go, station.
So
Well,
Irwin would.
live a boring life, why don't you?
Jeff
What?
Jeff.
gifted 1 membership,
Jeff.
dude. Thank you.
Thanks,
Crazy
Jeff.
bastard.
I do. I
Jeff?
do. Okay. Yeah.
Ironically, that picture encapsulates where he lives. He's blocked off from every direction.
Jeez.
There's a few bridges involved.
Every direction except for one. We need to get rid of one bridge.
Yeah, right.
Trolls down there.
And speaking of which, Sons and Shadows, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you,
Thank
dude.
you.
I'm on that channel about 3 Thursdays a month, and we talk about Stargate SG-1 on there. So if you want to see me really nerd out, Nerd Files, you're not allowed to do that. You put so much work into the intro.
Hey, it wasn't me.
It's overhead,
dude.
Tax write-off.
And Words of Paradise, ABF likes the gun. In other news, water is wet. Yeah, there's not many guns I've encountered that I don't like. So,
You know what? You should make the gun from what was it? The one with John Malkovich and Clint Eastwood.
John Malkovich and Clint Eastwood.
Remember, it was the one where he actually was on JFK's detail, and then he.
I know what you're talking about.
You should make.
He hid like a 30-06 round inside of a rabbit's foot, right? You talk about that movie?
But he had like a wooden gun that he made.
Yeah.
Tested it out on some fisher. He's like,
Yeah, but he got through the metal detector by having the wooden gun on him, which wasn't metal, so the metal detector didn't go off, and he put his keys with the rabbit's foot with a 30-06 round in the basket. So
in the line of fire. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ghost guns. I should say in Minecraft. Guns of ghostly varieties.
You're allowed to manufacture your own weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that guy that you should.
You're not allowed to manufacture your own and sell it unless it's serialized. So
I also don't think you are necessarily allowed to manufacture your own just weapon in general, because if it involves like plutonium or uranium, I think they tend to not allow some of that.
Show me in the Second Amendment where it says I can't do that, Hayden.
Hey, you know what? I
just want ABF to roll up and be like, "Do you guys have any depleted uranium filament?" Like, I want to.
Daggerdall, what do you do? What's going on here? Gifting another one. Thank you.
A bunch of mad lads on the show.
I'm as speechless as your intros.
Too busy modding to give a fuck.
I don't want to click on this one. McCock for $2 every time. Mo, why don't you read this one?
How about no? Every time ABF takes a number 2, he moans. Thank you for $2, my cock.
That is, that is not accurate, and that's slander. And watch out for the process server.
M can't be a U fan has a question for you.
I see that. Yeah.
So I'm not a gun guy. Explain to me why a 30-06 call a 30 instead of an 06.
Yeah, it's just
30-aught. It's like just in the gun world. Or no, it was like the time period. That they,
in the time period.
Yeah.
If it was a 0, you would say aught instead of 0. Just like with the early 2000s, there for a long time, we were colloquially calling it the aughts. It was aught 1, aught 2, aught 9, and because it was 09, 02, 01. So
yeah. And the best shotgun round is a double-aught buck.
Double-aught buck.
Quick beat it.
That's what you use to get people to stop breaking into your house.
That's what you get to stop people from ever doing anything again.
You want to take a piece of someone and throw it over there.
I'm not gifting shit. Kiss my grits, ABF. Thank you,
That's
Mo,
getting-
for the
that's getting
$2.
clipped.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And okay, so Grums was sharing this out, and he was saying something about how men are back in gaming again.
Okay,
these are all
real quick.
men, but
I might have had
It'll take a while to find them.
You know what it looks like? It's like Nerd Slap already did this picture.
Yeah, that is what
oh,
it looks
and
like.
you just gave him an idea.
Hey, thanks.
Can you
Mo.
make them look like actual women? That's the question.
Damn it!
No, that only God could do that.
I like the Azar's Big Boy on the right there. That's a creative one right there. It looks like she should be holding a burger outside of a restaurant.
The funniest retweet to this that I saw was somebody said, "What do you mean? It's an all-male gaming dev team."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah,
Grums said that, which is so accurate.
Proud mom.
Where did this even come from, though? Because it was just a screenshot on Grums's page, too.
Yeah, so I haven't seen any definitive proof that this is true, but based on what we've seen coming out of Bethesda, I wouldn't cast any serious doubt on this. I would leave it right in the middle as to whether this is true or not.
It's just funny.
The concentrated smell from that picture has got to be just the worst.
Ugh.
How would you say that?
Oh, and you missed something. The only thing in the background is the men's bathroom.
Oh my God, you're right. Hang on, let me bring it back up. That is hilarious.
It's sometimes, as Jeff Goldblum said in Jurassic Park, life finds a way.
Life always finds a way.
Life always
It says
finds a way.
men. It says men twice in the background.
Yep.
Just to make sure you know where to go.
So we know what they are.
An all-trans team for Bethesda's Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake, just in case anybody didn't read all of that. So hopefully it's not true.
works.
Okay. So you guys know I've been a fan of the game Satisfactory. It's a game by Coffee Stain Studios. They made the Goat Simulator. They also made Deep Rock Galactic. You know, games like that. Very, very funny development team, actually. They inject a lot of humor in the game, and it usually lands pretty well. So I've been playing Satisfactory. Nerd Slap has been on there too. So I have a dedicated server at my house with these with the map running, and Nerd Slap and I have been hopping on there. And I've been achievement hunting. And one of the things that I had to do was, so when you make too many resources, you can dump them back in a thing called the sink. And it then lets you get coupons and you can use them at the store. If you put a coupon in the sink, it unlocks a Cybertruck that you can buy in the shop.
Nice.
So
That's crazy.
let me show you what it looks like. But there was something that was bothering me here. So here's, they call it a cyber wagon in the game. And this was in the beta. Like this is right when this thing came out. So on the other side, it even has the 2 broken windows when they debuted this thing, when they were showing off if it was bulletproof or not, right? So I made this video and I posted it up right before the show because I went down a rabbit hole as to why this thing wouldn't drive properly. So you can only make right turns in it. And if you hit A to go left, it also turns the wheel to the right. And so let me just show you the truck a little bit, and I'll talk about the rabbit hole that I went down. Here's the truck, and you can see I'm only able to turn the wheel right. There's Nerd Slap hopelessly chasing one of the little factory carts around. I'm showing off that the wheels work properly and all these other vehicles. You can it's kind of dark in this angle right here, but you can see
Look how it
the
has
broken
square wheels.
Well,
It-
it's
so
because
that's the joke, is that the thing is so boxy they put square wheels on it.
yeah, it's
But-
supposed to look like a LOD, like in the background.
So let me show you where this rabbit hole began. And this is getting political, I think. Cyberwagon can't turn left, and this is Reddit, so obviously it's gonna go in the wrong direction probably, but I actually can't tell if this is meta commentary about Elon, another joke about how the Cybertruck just won't work, or an actual bug in the game. Trying to turn left, that's a broken sentence. The wheels turns the wheel to the right, turning right turns the wheels right. And the comments are basically saying, the Cybertruck doesn't work, so that makes sense. Elon always leans to the right and this and that. And it actually landed me. Oh, I didn't share the window. Let me share this. So this is from 6 months ago. This is an actual bug reporting area on the website. And people are pointing out that it's busted. And the developers usually respond to every single one of these tickets, but they won't respond to the Cybertruck ones.
Interesting.
And all right, here's a video here. Let me reshare with a tab this time.
What a fig. He's got his pinky up to his mouth. What are we doing here?
$1 billion.
Billion.
Time to go mobile.
Billion.
So this is Snut. He's a community manager. This is also a community manager. Snut
Sorry,
is actually,
what's his
Mikhail Niazi? Is that how we're saying that?
Careful.
I saw the wrong word also, Norman, when I first saw it. But yeah. So listen to what these guys have to say. Snut no longer works there. He's the one that always does like the YouTube videos to promote stuff whenever like a new update comes out. And they're taking questions from the community and they address it here.
Is it intended behavior that the Cyberwagon can turn left? That sounds correct. That sounds,
yes, it is.
yeah.
It is correct. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Pinky.
It's intended.
Like, what the fuck? That's kind of retarded, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
No, I mean, what it is it's
our Denki Linda game is sticking it to the richest man in the world. Take that, Elon.
So to be fair, Coffee Stain Studios did do very well on Satisfactory. In fact, when it finally went into 1.0, it was in the top 10 of Steam, which is really hard to do. Yeah.
Well, and launching a starship to Mars. Well,
now the studio is out of Sweden, so that kind of tells you their political leaning right there.
Yeah, and a lot of activists, developers, and stuff like that. They will wait sometimes until they have a successful product, and then they will sneak a political message into it. That's why they got so bold as to having these political activists try to hammer fist things into it. It doesn't work the same way. This is something subtle. Not a lot of people are talking about. They did it. People have asked questions. People see this stuff, and then again, they go and just try to cram it in right off the bat to try to spread a political message. And that's where we started having problems with it. Because previously, for them to do something a little political as a like hokey joke, okay, no big deal. It was when they started cramming it in right in your face constantly that we started having issues with it.
So I think what's going on here is that they wanted to remove the Cybertruck from the game, right? Mm-hmm. But they can't because it's tied to a Steam achievement, which is get into a Cybertruck and drive it. Now, I don't think that you can just like, how does that work? Are you going to have a fork for people that have gotten the Cybertruck achievement and the people that haven't from then on out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they were forced to leave it in the game, and they got frustrated with that because they hate Elon so much that they did that.
That makes sense.
Totally possible.
Could be.
But you drove the Cybertruck today, Nerd Slab. How does it drive?
Oh my God. I thought I was going crazy when I first drove that thing. I was like, why won't it turn?
If
trying to avoid going off the edge, and it just will not turn left. And I'm like,
Well, you left it in a precarious place. It's currently hanging off of a platform, ready to fall 100 feet off of a cliff. So,
let's give it a kick.
it's a little stuck, just a little bit.
A little stuck.
a little bit high-centered. So, yep, that was my story for the day. I hadn't seen anybody talk about that, and it just seemed like it was a little bit controversial for a game that I really enjoy, which it's a factory building game. How can you possibly put politics in it? And they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never underestimate the
Don't put
bigotry
politics in
of
anything.
people. Yes. Especially Cue Ball McGillicuddy and his you know what the other guy looked like? He looked like William Dafoe's hookup from Boondock Saints. He looked almost exactly.
How many times is that going to be brought up today? My God.
It's almost thinking about
St. Patty's Day. We're talking about gay people.
We all watched it within like the last day, so it's just in our minds.
And it's
Sounds
half
like
the
it's
intros
awesome.
for Nerd Slab, so
Sounds like I need to make a clip for next week.
That's
Nerd
most
Slap.
face of regret.
that's my secret, Hayden. I'm always regretful.
Let's see here. Jeff, do you play Helldivers at all, or have you?
Yeah. It's been a little
What?
bit, but what do you got
What if
coming
I
up now?
told you they're turning it into a board game?
Whoa.
That actually sounds kind of cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd be
I
interested
saw
in
this
that.
the other day.
Well, the whole meta thing is it's a board game. You're trying to push back the alien advances or the the robot advances. So it makes sense because when you are searching for a place to drop, it's a board game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty neat. Start having game nights.
Is there a link to that? Could we see the board at all?
Yes. So it is actually, I didn't realize this until I just clicked on a different link. It's a campaign. So I think it might be a crowdfunding thing. But it sounds like the big news though is that they got approval to even attempt to make it in the first place with approval. So
Yeah, it's probably some other, board game making company that got, some limited rights to the IP and partnership, and they've just got to get it funded because
Yeah, this thing's definitely going to have an uphill battle if they're not getting funded for it.
but it's got a date on it, so maybe it's coming out whether we like it or not on April 8th. So that's a day before my birthday. Maybe I'll buy myself a present.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's a great looking picture too. That looks like legit.
Yeah, I like the box.
Looks good.
And it's kind of
Really
interesting.
interesting.
It's the Sony Studios is actually going to be remaking Starship Troopers, which is really
Yeah, I
weird.
saw that.
I would rather them just leave it alone and just make Helldivers instead
Mhm.
as a movie. Wouldn't that be so much better?
Yeah.
You know what they should
Absolutely.
do? They should do one thing in the original Starship Troopers. It was what was the curly haired girl's name that ends
Dizzy?
up dying?
Diz.
Dizzy.
Give
Dizzy.
Dizzy an actual something here, all right? Because we see her in the shower, like, oh, that's unfortunate. It looks like two mosquitoes came in and bit her. It was just like,
Hey, still would.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, I still would.
oh, I'm yeah, but like, give her a little help, all right? Give her a little help.
Diz
Yeah, I'll stand
was
at
the
full
better
attention
choice.
for her.
Diz was the better choice.
Mhm.
Yep. Carmen, what was her name?
Carmen.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Carmen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Carmen. I think someone said it perfectly. That was the choice when you were a boy, but
Yes.
Diz is the choice when you're a man.
Well,
It's so
the
true.
thing is, Carmen only cared about like promoting her own stature and bringing
Mhm.
herself up, whereas Dizzy was down there in the shit with them. Carmen was
Yeah.
a pilot. She didn't know anything
Carmen was
about what it
Carmen
like
was an
to be a
actually
pilot.
fuckable Gloria Steinem. Yeah, it's like it's all about her progressing her career.
Oh man, you upset Eb Campia.
You show Guinness respect first, and I'll show that. I'll show that flat.
It all
chest
comes around.
respect. Yeah.
There was actually, a campaign happening on Twitter today that I saw somebody was saying that Dina Meyer was unattractive because they were trying to say Dizzy was unattractive, and Dina Meyer got
she's not
involved
unattractive.
with
I'm
it.
just- give-
Like,
Yeah, that was hilarious.
yeah,
I think it's just such easy content farming because people just
It
can't
is.
resist not responding to it.
Yeah, she said, I guess that means dating's out the question.
Hey, can't be a U fan. I respect small titties. I just don't like it. So there you go.
I respect you, but I don't like you.
He's out of line, but he has a point.
Let's see here. I know Jeff has played it. Naganal, I think you played it. Snakeman, have you played Repo?
Yes, Repo is probably one of my favorite games right now. It's so good.
All it is you're just laughing the entire time.
Like
So-
the comedic timing, just like it sets itself up. It's phenomenal. It's a great game.
Did you know that there's a secret area of the shop?
What?
You're lying.
I'm not lying. So I okay. Instead of reading it, I'm just going to show you because I watched a video on it.
What?
All right, let's see here. It takes teamwork to get in it, also, which is hilarious.
No. That explains why.
I
we
wonder
know
we
how that
never
goes.
found it. Yeah.
Yeah,
blowing each other up.
Yeah, how often do we help Hayden with his clock?
Well, you need to make sure to get rid of Ronan before you can do anything. In the shop,
yeah,
so.
Ronan starts throwing the mines around everywhere.
One game, my beard went
Grenade.
from like here to here. Like it took him forever. He couldn't
He's a
even get
professional
killed.
troll. I warned you guys.
All right, so check this out. So you grab something, and one of these ceiling tiles opens up. I think it was like from the end there, it's like 2 over, 1 to the right, or something like that. You see that panel going up and down? So you open that up. Oh, come on, YouTube. And some of the guides say to use like an item to kind of poke it.
That's no fun.
That is nuts.
Or use an explosive. That's also a strategy.
Up there is a $2,000 grenade that's actually 3 grenades duct taped together.
Oh, that's cool.
Up you go.
Yeah, so it's just up in the duct up there is a couple extra things you can buy.
When you throw it on the ground. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a nerd until you pull the
That's
pin,
crazy.
right?
That's cool.
I'd like to be the guy that found that.
Yeah,
That'd be-
that
would
how do
be
you
an
even?
experience.
You got to be just messing around and just you have to randomly find it.
Accidentally explode
Yeah.
that ceiling tile, and somebody goes, "Oh wait,
Yeah.
let's see if we can get up there." Yeah, something like that.
I think that's what that article was saying, actually, is that the devs didn't tell anybody that it was there, and someone just figured it
That's
out.
awesome. I love when they
know.
put Easter eggs in like that, and they
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
don't say anything about it.
You know, that reminds me of where I lived when I was in high school. I put a condom in the drop ceiling in 1997. I can guarantee you nobody's found it yet. So I'm wondering if it's still there. Of course, I'd have to be like, "Hey, can I come inside this house? You don't know who I am, and I want to go in your basement." Yeah, that won't do well, but
Hey, it'll work. It'll work.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that like on the old Mortal Kombat machine, you can still like there's still undiscovered Easter eggs that the devs left.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, so like
man.
people they'll sit there and they'll just spam a bunch of buttons and they'll try and figure out like what you can do with it. I think there was like a character or something that popped up or like something to do with like the naming thing, like the screen where you do your high score, some weird stuff. But yeah, like people are still finding Easter eggs on the original Mortal Kombat machine.
I was
Are
gonna
you
say, like,
sure about that? Because it was
some-
data mined even back in the day. Like,
dude,
people-
there's
once-
I'm pretty sure I might be wrong, but I heard somebody talking about it a couple of months ago.
he really
like-
backed up off that. He's like, "Hold on."
I know a guy of a guy. I know a guy.
no, there's really old cabinet games that have secrets that people have like just now uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was one, I want to say it was like maybe Tetris. I'm probably wrong on that, but like in the credit scene, if you like hit a certain button sequence, it like lets you do like an extra bonus level or something like that. So
yeah, you gotta hit. You gotta hit left 100 times because it's Soviet Russia. Left.
It probably is a Tetris. I just remember there was some game that someone just figured out. It was like 40 years later that there's like a secret there. So yeah,
I know which one you're talking about. It's been Unfortunately, it came out during the whole COVID lockdown thing, so it's hard to remember. But yeah, they're like they found an Easter egg that was never found. And yeah, it is crazy how because they make it so obscure, and you don't think about it because it's an older game. Yeah, so.
I think it's Professor Savage Dad's favorite thing to call me gay. It's like all he thinks about. Every reply on Twitter,
it's projecting.
Every interaction, he's got it out for me. But more repo stuff. All right, this is actually kind of loud. So I'm gonna turn it down. It's pretty funny though. So stupid, but the game is hilarious.
I love it. And the text to speech thing is a very funny function that they put into it. It does not censor anything.
Yeah,
you can say anything you want.
So, all right, thank you for telling me that. So, I saw this really strange clip of an hourglass pickup. Have you guys picked up an hourglass in the game?
No.
Yes, and okay.
So
just show it. I gotta. I have a fellowship example. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Picking it up. Where does it say it? Where does it say it? Oh, here we go. Your voice drops to a deep, ominous rumble. You'll sound like a villain delivering a final monologue. Okay. So let me show you this clip because I saw this clip and I'm like, wait, is the game doing that? What the hell's going on here? And it was the funniest thing ever.
I wonder if it's the same thing I was talking about. Go ahead.
Maybe so, because it alters your voice when you're holding it.
There's a few objects that do that.
I have the capsule. We are going to win this game. If it means I have to sacrifice my life. Onward we must go. Richard?
Yeah.
Can you please go get the card because
That's right. Wait, can you put it down? Richard, put it down.
No, help me pick it up a little bit. Oh, fine. I will now complete your quest. Richard, the time for me and you to rise.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
I told you it was good.
It's way funnier than it should.
That's excellent.
And that game is just full of those kind of moments.
So what I was gonna say was I was watching Sunday Funday. The last time they played it, it was the week before last, so it was a week before Sunday. Az decided he wanted to do voice changing, so he did a higher voice.
Yeah,
you remember that? He had a high voice, and he picked up the hourglass, and he's like, X-ray girl. It was his actual voice, but slowed down. I wish I could find a clip of it. It was so damn fun. Let me see if I can find it.
Did you watch the stream this week that they did for Repo?
I didn't watch this week's.
Oh my god, it was a riot. They were having audio issues for the first like 45 minutes.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on.
Everything was
so damn
doubled,
funny,
and it was a riot.
Now that's what we're gonna have to get a crew together and play that game again sometime soon.
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
that was a lot of fun.
Solid play. Yeah, I still haven't played it yet. Get on that.
Come on, man.
Oh man. Hey, look! I saw that Isaac's going to be playing it tonight after the movie. So
yeah, Corey.
I'm gonna need to go to sleep after that probably.
Cornboy gifted it to Isaac, and it actually runs on his laptop. He wasn't sure if he could like game on it or not, but it seems like it runs pretty well. So,
Oh wow,
Yeah, we did a quick couple runs last night.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, we'll have to do another Thursday again. That
Yeah.
worked out pretty well for all of us, I think. But all right, actual serious news, but it's funny. Ubisoft to form new gaming entity as it scrambles for survival, seeks outside investors amid financial freefall. And yet another sign of its deepening crisis, Ubisoft is reportedly seeking outside investors. They're already publicly traded. To back a newly formed gaming entity that will house its most valuable franchises, including Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six.
Oh, you mean
Imagine-
the 3 things that they tried to kill over the last 10 years? Wow.
Imagine being an investor of Ubisoft and hearing that those 3 franchises that you were investing in are being moved to a different entity.
Well, at this point, if you're an Ubisoft investor, you might be thanking God that they're at least moving those 3 over there. Nobody's investing in that shit.
This move comes as little surprise to those following Ubisoft's downward spiral. Over the past few years, the company has suffered a series of financial setbacks, failed game launches, and controversial management decisions, from declining sales to a bloated workforce of over 18,000 employees, costing 750 million euros annually. Ubisoft has struggled to maintain its position in an increasingly competitive market.
Jeez.
The decision to form a new entity outside of Ubisoft specifically is for its core intellectual properties, is widely being viewed as a last-ditch effort to stabilize the sinking ship. But make no mistake, this is not a position of strength. This is a company scrambling to remain solvent.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you look at it, Ubisoft has a dozen IPs that they have not done anything with for over 10 years that they could potentially bring out of cold storage and do something great with. They're going to try to save the Ubisoft name by doing that while maybe putting away these other things that they've had really, because like what Rainbow Six Siege did really well whenever it first came out.
I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, it was
really
fun.
hard.
It turned into a hero shooter where it like became a meme of them adding like a bunch of operators and wheelchairs and shit with how like diverse they were getting. So.
But this would be the move to try to maintain the company's name and maybe give it some time to rest while they can still do other things that may, bring in a profit. However, they're going to have to call it something different, have it be its own company with its own management, and then they can let it sit there for 5 years and, maybe try to make some money another way.
I'd love to know who's behind this, because it really just depends on who is shifting these games into this new collective, whatever they're calling it. Because if it's the Guillemot family, then what it means is they are getting ready to sell Ubisoft, but they're going to take those franchises with them. And if it's the board for some reason, then they want to make sure that those franchises stay away from any sort of merger or buyout deals that come across Ubisoft's way.
Well, here's a little bit more insight. Was that Juraj Krupa of AJ Investments, one of Ubisoft's minority shareholders, has already accused the company of hiding key information from investors while continuing to mislead its most profitable assets. So what he's referring to there is there were efforts for, I believe it was Electronic Arts and maybe it was Microsoft, to acquire some IPs, but they don't want to let them go and didn't even tell their shareholders that they said no to those people or to those companies.
Because make no mistake, Rainbow Six Siege and even Assassin's Creed, with all the controversy that's going around right now, they're still massive money printing franchises.
Yeah, and they were depending, and it always comes full circle with pre-orders, right? they were banking on all of us shelling out all of our money right now for Assassin's Creed Shadows to keep their company going. So
how's that working?
it seems like since they're moving all of their assets, all their most valuable assets to a different entity, they're getting ahead of something because they can see it. As Ubisoft's problems didn't start overnight, since 2021, the company's market value has plummeted by over 85%. And that's true. Crashing from 12.17 billion to just 1.78 billion. And I was listening to someone say that the true evaluation of Ubisoft is probably closer to 1 billion.
That sounds right.
Wow.
Massive development costs, mounting debt totaling 1.4 billion. So if they're in 1.4 billion in debt and the company's worth 1 billion, that doesn't really math out.
That's not solvent, as they like to say in the finance world.
And a string of underwhelming game releases like Star Wars Outlaws and the canceled X Defiant. And they didn't even talk about it, but that pirate game,
Skull and Bones.
I'm pretty sure they're doubling down on Skull and Bones.
Play game.
They are doubling down.
Yeah, I was
they're
just going to say
releasing
that.
a year two content for that thing, so it's
You know
not
why?
going anywhere anytime soon.
They realized that they sunk $800 million into that game.
And also they had
to
to
try to do something to save it.
They had an agreement with the Singaporean government, because that's where the studio was that made this game, that they had to release this game for tax reasons and whatever else. So I wonder if they have to keep it on the store for a certain amount of time as well to get around those laws.
Maybe.
Well, no, usually when you write something off as a loss, you're not allowed to use it, period.
Mhm.
Like you have to
I'm not saying that
you have to set it on fire and get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're writing it off, but
Mhm.
that could be the reason why they haven't canceled support for it, because they're contractually obliged with the country of Singapore to keep supporting the game, keep making the game.
That would make sense, yeah. Because usually when you want to write something off, it's because you want to not have to pay a bunch of taxes on profits that you've made. But the company's not profitable at all. So they wouldn't need to write anything off.
With what UK Gamer here is saying, he said, Hayden, isn't there a huge loan either Ubisoft or the Guillemot brothers are due to pay back this year to Tencent? I don't know what the loan was, but I do believe that there was something that happened where basically what it turned into is that
there we go.
Chaos. It's chaos. But no, basically it turned into Tencent may have rights to buy heavily into the company because I believe they're already listed as public investors.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be able to snatch up a portion of the company if whatever agreement there that happened.
They would have to drop a new one because Tencent is currently sitting at 9.9% with Ubisoft. And that is part of a pre-existing agreement they have with the Guillemot family that they can't purchase more than 10% of the company.
Yeah.
So the Guillemot family would have to willingly sell to Tencent.
Right. And I think if whatever this loan issue, if whatever that issue actually is, if that's not resolved, Tencent may actually be able to come in and buy the higher percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had a pretty good chunk already. I was reading in that article.
Yeah, near enough 10%.
I just think it's funny with a game like Skull and Bones, people were advertising it as it's going to be the Sea of Thieves killer, and then it flopped so hard. Like I tried playing it and I could not.
They could have just polished over Assassin's Creed Black Flag, added different stuff to it. They already had the system there for getting ships around the battles and getting off your ship, docking and going on land.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Jeff, because that's how Skull and Bones started in development. They literally took the exact sea combat from Black Flag, said, let's make a game around this. It took them over a decade to make the game. And now they're deciding, no, this is going to flop. So maybe 2027 we'll just remaster Black Flag and put the Skull and Bones technology that we took from the original Black Flag and we'll put it in the new one. It's ridiculous.
So they'll just make Black Flag again. Like,
yeah.
That's what they should have done in the first place. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like I played that game maybe a couple of years ago.
No,
and it still holds up. Like
I just hopped on a couple of weeks
the
ago.
best pirate game you can play. Like,
Most people think it's a great game.
Black Flag is one of
I'm
the
a
few
huge
games I
fan
have
of pirates.
100%ed. Like,
Yeah.
I have done absolutely everything in that game.
everything.
Every piece of treasure found, every fish skewered, the whole map 100%, and then I just put the game down, and I've not touched a second save file since. I'm just going to wait for the remaster. Probably be the next time I play it.
Yeah, which I think is a great
depends on
approach.
how long that takes.
So that game revolutionized what we thought a pirate game could be. And part of that was the ship combat and the ship customization and the transferring, just the gameplay style from ship to being on land and having your classic Assassin's Creed gameplay style. Like it was,
You got a little
it was
bit of
the
that
definitive pirate game.
3, but yeah, with 4, obviously, that was like completely centered around being a pirate. And even more
3
so
was
than being an assassin. So
yeah, 3 was the test bed. That was like, okay, so we'll put ship combat, and then the players they really liked it, so we'll say, hey, we'll make a full tilt pirate game about it.
Well, let's just cover a little bit more of the article. Ubisoft was counting on the game to be its financial lifeline. That's what I was talking about with the pre-orders. But with early copies leaking and low pre-order numbers, confidence is slipping fast. Tencent's involvement has only fueled more speculation. Already holding a sizable stake, which is 10%, like we were talking about. Tencent has been in discussions with Ubisoft's leadership for over a year. And to your point on them not being able to get more than 10%, I'm sure they can. It just needs to be worked out with all the parties.
Oh yeah, there's probably an escape clause, but like I said, the Guillemot family, they have to agree with it. Like they have to willingly sell that stock.
They're probably getting all the people necessary in the room, like once a month or something until they figure it out. Reportedly looking for its ways to stabilize the publisher. However, concerns remain that Tencent and other potential investors may seek more control over Ubisoft's board before committing any further resources.
One of the biggest signs about this is Tencent was developing a mobile game for Assassin's Creed. I can't think it was Assassin's Creed Jade. I think that's what it was called. But it was slated for the end of this year or the end of last. I can't remember. But if you look on the official website, all dates have been taken away. Any mention of sort of a development cycle has been wiped. So the theory is that they've taken that game off the development cycle so that when they do buy Ubisoft, they can make all the profits on it.
Adding to the tension, previous reports suggest Tencent and Ubisoft's founding Guillemot family were entertaining the idea of taking the company private. I remember those articles coming out. Those stalled. It's clear Ubisoft is preparing for drastic changes, forming a new entity, seeking fresh capital, selling off valuable assets. It all points to one thing: survival mode. And I always hope that companies part themselves out so these private companies can make Assassin's Creed or something like that. The fate of Assassin's Creed Shadows may ultimately determine how much longer Ubisoft can hold on. For now, all signs suggest that a company that's out of options, clinging to its legacy franchises in hopes that investors and perhaps buyers still see some value left to extract.
Yeah, that's it. They're just getting the company ready to sell, putting all these franchises in a nice, neat little package, a little portfolio for any interested parties to come along and buy it.
And if you're seeking investors and money and stuff like that, you're going to have all your ducks in a row and you're going to have all your assets listed out on pieces of paper. So
Create a paper trail as fast as possible so that everything looks legitimate and everything looks good.
And I don't know how much of this would be true, but we do know that they're planning to do some animation with Netflix with Assassin's Creed. So maybe they want these franchises partnered up into a different studio so that the Guillemot family can still have credit after the fact or something like that.
That's a really good point, because they got these like deals that might fall apart if they're in danger. That's crazy. Yeah. Huh.
It's a damn shame.
Yep. Well,
couldn't
have happened to a nicer studio.
More deserving studio, shall we say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn French. Let's cover some super chats really quick. McCock, what's a good RTS for someone only played Halo War? Dude, I haven't played
Halo
RTS in a long
Empire
time.
Command
Age
and
of Empire.
Conquer is
Age of
old,
Empire
but
for
it
sure.
holds up.
Oh, wait, that's
Command and Conquer is amazing.
Yeah, Command and Conquer. Those are pretty old though. If they're hard to get into, I would do what Jeff was saying. Age of Empires.
Age of Empires, Age of Mythology.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually an Age of Mythology remaster that's out on Steam right now, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I picked that up.
Halo Wars is probably the only RTS I've ever played. I love the map on that one. It started like dark and cool moonlit. It was pretty cool game.
I remember Halo Wars was used for benchmarking games for a while because it used so much of your CPU. It was a good one to use.
Wasn't it like the turns like took forever to compute or something like that? Like it was like something insane.
Yeah, it's not GPU at that point. It's all CPU.
Yeah,
because it's just making calculations.
Yep, and it was clogging up CPU usage, and it was causing game stuttering problems. Yeah, that game was actually played. It was meant to be played on the Xbox 360, and
Yep, I had it on the 360.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The game worked fine after like a new generation of hardware came out.
Right.
They kind of
it was like it just had to get caught up to the new consumer generation.
Well, it's better than Crysis, which can still cripple some systems.
Hell yeah.
One generation. Huh.
Cornboy, I totally missed it. I'm guessing thumbs up?
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet.
Thank you,
Cornboy.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh, I'm scared.
Read slowly.
McCock for $10. As someone who's a classic Siege player from year one and 300H. What is 300H?
300 hours.
Oh, 300 hours. Okay. I stopped after the 4th year. Yeah, I stopped around that same time too, actually, because the community got too toxic. Trying to come back, I saw what they had added, and it was just embarrassing. Yeah, I totally agree. All of like the year one operators were super simple. Like one person could shoot a grenade through a wall. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then one person could open up walls with a sledgehammer. You know, it's just like really simple shit and like believable that like a real SWAT person would use these tools in real life. And then it turned into like drones, like freaking shooting flashbangs at you. And you know, it got kind of weird. And people with like cloaking devices so that they could sneak up on you and knife you. And...
Got to be way too much.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have like a wheelchair operator, then there needs to be a counter weapon called a stick that I can put in their wheel so they can't go any farther. All right.
I mean,
You don't. They got RPGs in those wheelchairs now, so you gotta watch that.
The game is all about rock, paper, scissors as far as how the operators work. So yeah, there would have to be someone that could throw a rake in the wheel of your.
I just want to see like when I choose it, it says twig and it like rotates.
Some of the funniest ones though, there was like this grenade launcher that you shoot at the wall and it shoots like a sticky like pressure bomb. So when you get close to it, it blasts you across the room. And it was always the funniest thing ever because you could actually blast somebody like off the map with it, you know?
Those are the best, yeah.
And when it happened to you, you're mad as hell. Holy shit. McCock for $5. Remember when French was cool back in 2015?
No.
With the yellow jacket. No. Yeah, I don't remember either. With the yellow jacket right
BC,
where the firefighters
maybe.
light themselves on fire and go fist fight the cops. Actually, I do vaguely remember that.
The French know how to riot and surrender.
That's
Like
true.
that's pretty much it.
Professional rioters. And speaking of professional rioters, Sophie.
I was just about to highlight that. Yeah.
Peruvian drive-by.
Yeah.
You're in a tuk-tuk or on a alpaca.
Now, I do have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
What game do you think is more toxic, Siege or For Honor?
For Honor,
Dude, I used to love.
I had to dip out of that game.
For
real
Honor
fast.
used to be
That
great,
game-
dude. I used to love playing as a
I like
Viking
playing
and
it for
stuff.
about 30 minutes.
Do you remember
And
the
people were just
they had the April Fools like one day where you beat up the rabbits? Like the rabbits were the soldiers.
I do
remember that.
From Raymond. Yeah. No, it was really fun to play this. I don't know. I haven't played it in the last like 3 or 4 years.
I didn't know anybody was still playing it. Like I was one of the top Viking players for a like good stint in the whenever they did their first alpha, then the beta, and then after the game came out, I was on like global leaderboards as one of the top Viking players, and then I fell out of it at some point because it just started not feeling right anymore.
Yeah, it's so toxic now. It's bad. Like I can't play it anymore because you're just gonna get spammed with ultimates.
Well, see, back when I was playing, there was always the honor duels, right? Like two people would
Those don't
come
exist
into
anymore.
each other, and it would start, and everybody would stand back and let the duel happen, and just let it go.
People
That
don't
was
do
one
that
of the
anymore.
cool parts about early community.
Yeah, it's no, there's no. It's very rare that you'll run into a 1v1 anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. That was kind of the selling point. It was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like 4v1.
Oh, so it's
How am I getting slapped? Where's the slapping happening?
Yeah, what's the slapping? I mean, I'm getting drunk.
I got green. I got green.
Honestly.
There you go.
Okay, it's pinched in our country. All right, not everybody's got that.
We're not wearing green.
Yeah,
we don't try laying people out in America.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Irish.
God,
There's Irish on the back of it. Okay, I think it counts.
You get a pass.
Gaelic. Oh,
This
nice.
time you get a pass. This
Yeah,
time.
it's Gaelic or Irish. I don't know.
Gaelic.
I can't
Gaelic. Wow.
Yeah, one of those gay languages.
Gaelic sounded straighter, so he went with that one.
Scotland, we pronounce it Gaelic.
Well, your Gaelic is less
Gaelic.
impressive than Irish Gaelic. It's Gaelic.
Ariachurin Baranurin.
I am.
What is happening right now?
I think so. Norman spoke Gaelic, and then Mo spoke Welsh or something. I'm not sure what he was going for there.
I don't think he even knew what he was saying.
It was a lot of the same letters repeated.
Okay,
so I, assumed
I said
Welsh.
something in Welsh. You're right. I said something. I just gave directions. in
bubble,
Welsh.
mate.
While all that was happening, I set up a redirect in the back for New Black Street. So everyone's going to be going over there after this.
Nice. That's good.
Oh.
So we just talked about Ubisoft. Probably most likely going to fail.
fuck.
Ubisoft reportedly has a plan to protect devs from harassment when Assassin's Creed Shadow launches. Why?
I will
why would
have
they
a
be
video
doing-
taken down because I am probably going to make a video laughing at Assassin's Creed Shadows after it comes out. They've been some of my biggest videos, so I'll jump on that.
You know what?
I
a good
get
plan
to
to
play
avoid
it and laugh at
harassment
it.
is?
I can't wait.
Yeah, you know what a good plan to avoid harassment is? Making a good fucking game.
That's a good start, man.
Old strategy.
You're asking a lot.
Well, I think
never been
you're
tried
on the
before.
fast track, Mo, because if you harass Ubisoft in the wake of AC Shadows launch, they are readying teams of lawyers to sue you.
Oh my God.
Try it.
Do they specify harassment?
I believe the lawsuit will say feelings on it.
Oh, you said you didn't like the game.
Beep.
Here's a cease and desist. We'll see you in court.
Jeff up
I'll
north
send
is
him a
safe
cease and
because nobody
desist.
understands what the fuck he says most of the time. He's just like,
If-
"Oh, hey, your game is like shite and what? Like, aren't you supposed to be fishing in a frozen lake or some shit?" Yeah.
If I get a cease and desist, I will get a lawyer to send a cease and desist to tell Ubisoft to stop distributing Assassin's Creed Shadows
There you go.
because they are harassing the rest of the world with their trash.
In other news, I currently have AC Shadows downloading on my PS5.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
102
Pre-orders.
gigabytes, you motherfucker.
You gotta be kidding me.
Jeez.
Sorry.
that's small.
Speaking of
for today's
Ubisoft, I
standards.
actually have something I can share. Already sharing it.
Yeah, let me get to that Raptor McCock here for $2. Go listen to Pink Guy and recognize what we lost.
Oh,
Pink guy.
Frank.
Goated.
Guilty Frank.
2 words.
Ah.
Hair cake.
Gross.
One of the worst videos on the entire face of YouTube. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna let you share while I let Sophie.
Oh yeah, we were
harass
talking about
me.
Ubisoft, and somebody here was suggesting fans are overlooking a 10 out of 10 game. And, apparently, fans agree. If you enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Cyberpunk 2077, then you'll likely enjoy a prominent 2024 release. Star Wars Outlaws.
No, no.
I like how it's like, well, I say prominent, but Star Wars Outlaws didn't exactly land in the way Ubisoft hoped.
I'm totally shocked that
75
fans
on
of Star
Metacritic,
Wars
and that's
Outlaws think that
generous.
we're missing a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, like the difference between Cyberpunk and Outlaws is Cyberpunk was an absolute unmitigated disaster when it released, and it was still fun as hell. The story was awesome. I was mind blown by the time I finished it. I doubt it would be the same way as Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, I think some of the only bugs that I actually had.
75 on Metacritic, and that's probably one of the higher scores, I would assume.
The
I just thought that
Cyberpunk
was
bugs
funny.
that I saw were people that suddenly became like as tall as skyscrapers and were T-posing and just still walking down the street. Didn't break the game for me. It was just haha funny look. But yeah.
My biggest problem was just crashes. Like I would get into a fight and I'd be like, yeah, there's too much gunfire happening right now, and then crash on cue.
I bought the game when it came out. And,
So you guys aren't gonna play it?
I played it on PS4, and it only blue screened once. I beat the whole game.
Nice. You were one of the
Got
lucky
lucky.
few.
Blue
You got
screen.
lucky.
Kidding.
When I bought it, I couldn't play it for like 2 months because it just was so buggy. Kept crashing every time I tried to play. It was oof.
Yeah, I had it on PC and I was able to.
So would
there
you
was
say
nothing game breaking. Like, it was great.
Can you can't see that, can you? Oh, there we go. You think that score is a good score?
That's not accurate.
That's almost a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
It is a 7 out of 10.
Dude, Metacritic must be full of bots because there's no way that hit 75.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's crazy.
No, I would definitely trust Metacritic. They seem to weight properly. Like they don't seem to have issues that much. Like if it stinks, it stinks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It just seems to be like a. Unless I'm missing something, and please, if
I
am-
watched gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, and
I
there's
don't
no
use that
way in
anymore.
hell that even watching that, I would say that it could even approach a 75 out of 100.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, the first thing I think of is that clip where I think the person's like hiding or whatever, and then they suddenly glitch.
Oh,
halfway across the-
Asmongold,
Yeah.
where he's hiding in the magical bush, which is ironic.
The thing they obviously skipped out was that it has a 5.4 in the user score. So there you go.
Yeah.
There it is, the true rating.
Well, I got a question for you guys. How much would you want a 5090? RTX
Don't care.
5090?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I have a
heard.
4090. I'm good.
I have a 9070, and the damn thing is cooking.
Well, what if you could
Kind
get
of
it-
literally at this point, but yeah.
What if you could get it for free?
Pre-melted?
No, thank you.
Is my house going to start on fire?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Awesome,
I don't
man.
willingly invite like fire risks into
Does
the
it
house.
come with a
most of
fire
the
extinguisher?
Okay, first of all, you're in the Upper Peninsula. You would have all of the respect of your neighbors.
I have no neighbors.
All
I
five
do,
of them.
but-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They
Well,
moved their ice shanties closer to your house as it burns to the ground.
Oh, hey, there's some worm.
all right. Here's the conundrum.
He's like,
Would
he's
you
fucking right. Yeah.
would you
go ahead.
rather have an RTX 5090 valued at $2,000
Okay.
or 11,160 Dino Nuggies?
Dino
Jesus, boys.
Nuggies.
Give me the
Hey,
nuggies.
come on.
100%. Give me the Dino Nuggies.
Yep.
It's a lot of pterodactyls.
That's
But you could cook the
Space
Dino
Race?
Nuggies on a 5090.
Oh,
So
that's the
Good
conundrum.
point.
How do you get both?
yeah.
true.
But you wouldn't have 11,000 of them just ready to go.
That's
You know what I
I
mean?
can cook like
Need a
4 or
big
5 at a
freezer.
time, man.
Also,
I'd buy like
each-
10,000 nuggets and then just get like a
Or
bunch
the
of
top
sauce.
part of the shittiest state in the union, but I digress.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Of course, Isaac's eating
Jesus.
chicken tendies right now. Which shape of dinosaur tastes best, though?
It's got to be the Stegosaurus.
Yeah, I think Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of surface area. Yes.
And
Yeah,
all I'm
that
saying
one-
is, for that price, I can have 30 Dino Nuggies a day for a whole year. So yeah, why not?
Mo likes the Dino Nugget that fills his mouth more.
Look,
So, like you said, more surface area.
You just wanted to see what it tastes like.
I'm gonna have to
Now they're gonna
separate you
clip
two.
all of you.
I hold it in the ranch sauce for extended periods of time just for the flavor.
I didn't think I offended you that badly in Florida. Jeez. Here universally, you look at me, he's like, "You served, right?" No, and I walk away. Didn't you serve? No.
No, I thought because you were a meathead, I'm like, he must have served with something. He's like, no, he lived in the top part of the shittiest state in the entire union. He served in the upper
survival
peninsula.
every day.
Yeah. He's our first defense against the Canadians. So.
Nah.
No, I love him.
We're better there.
gonna
There's a
join
big
him.
lake between us. I think the other guys would be closer.
Let's see here. We got time for a couple more things. Let's see here. Put this over there. All right. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. So, Valve is redoing Counterstrike 1.6. And it actually looks beautiful.
How?
Remember that room?
TS Nuke. Let's go. I remember all
Brings back
these.
so many memories.
I accidentally killed two of my teammates there the first time I did a ranked battle.
So
Yeah,
I'll wait till the end. But the
we
big
don't need the
question-
sound on.
Okay, why are they? Why is it just 1.6 with all of the controls and stuff like the?
There must be. I think what happened, Mo, is that there was actually some modder that was doing this, and Valve was like, "Actually, this is a really good idea," and they ran with it too. So let me show you something really quick. Whoopsies.
It was no, but I'm saying like the timing on 1.6 is brutal. If you try to jump in a room right now, there are people that just have lived there for the last 25 years.
Well, that might be why they're remaking it, because it'll bring in all the normies again and kind of switch it up.
They
You know what
can
I mean?
sell a game again.
But I mean, if you look at
Yeah, I was gonna
Counter-Strike,
say.
like, there's still a demand for it. It's always
Oh,
at number one. It's
there's
it's
my
crazy.
There's my dead game that people say is dead. That's number 4 in the list.
Dead game. Get it out of here.
Dead game.
Dead game. So, that also brings us to Half-Life 2 RTX edition. But you guys won't be able to see the ray tracing because you're eating chicken nuggies right now instead. So. But this looks awesome.
That does look great.
Epic, iconic music.
I've been wanting to replay it, and this would give me a great excuse to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, RTX on the when you're on the skiff in the river and stuff like that, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's an actual demo, so you can actually just try it out. March.
There's a demo of it out now.
Tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
You need anything special to run that? Like real high end?
I got a 4090. I'm fucking giving it a shot.
Yeah, I know you asking for us plebs.
I'm actually not sure, Nagranal, because I don't know if you have an RTX card. I'm guessing you don't. So would that mean you can still play? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Radio?
Preferably, you want a laptop that's in better shape than Mick Foley. You know, so you want a laptop that you body slammed on your desk.
It has a new hard drive. Solid state drive.
It's all right then.
Oh.
Yeah,
Open your mouth! They're paying for it. You eat it.
I love that one. That's so good.
And then this is kind of exciting too. We keep getting more and more rumors. There's not a whole lot of story here to actually go over, but WCCF Tech keeps putting out these articles, and I keep looking at them because the idea of not having to use Windows is very appealing to me.
Oh, 100%.
Or at least, if I can't get rid of Windows, at least partition my drive so I can have Steam and Windows on my computer, so I can actually, switch completely over to game mode if I want to after I get my work done, type of thing. Linux has all kinds of support. You still be able to use OBS, so you could stream through it, and it'd probably be a lot smoother too.
Yes,
So,
and the
Windows
color
bloatware removed. Wow.
So here's the problem. This is now you're in my realm. They have two distributions. There's like I can't remember what the first one is, but the most popular one right now is Bazite. There's like a
in fact, I think the first comment mentions that.
Yeah.
Nope, someone was talking about it somewhere. Maybe
So
it was
there's
in the
some-
actual comments of the article. I remember someone saying that.
But it's so to use the British term bespoke. The way to get that OS set up, you cannot do like a dual boot traditionally. It's a massive pain in the ass. Like with most Linux distributions, it's really easy. You get Grub on there and you have multiple boots. But as far as like whatever's going on with SteamOS, they've been talking about having a dedicated SteamOS for desktops. I would love that. Here's the problem. And
The reason why it's possible though is because there's so many Steam Decks out that there's actually a market share for it now.
Yeah.
And there's a user base to test stuff on.
Well, and then you have the ROG Ally, and you have the Lenovo Legion, like whatever theirs is called. I'm sorry.
Legion Pro,
Those distributions, like having SteamOS, it reduces battery life, but it also gives you gives you all the optimizations that you would get through SteamOS. So I've been following this for years. I really I'm a competitive gamer, so like the anti-cheats, as soon as I get that ported over to Linux, it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with me. As far as doing single player games and stuff, it's amazing, dude. On my Steam Deck, the amount of battery life you get and the amount of performance you get through Linux is it's a long way away from Windows. Windows stinks. Linux is amazing, even with the compatibility layer. Okay, I'm sorry. I was nerding out there.
Here, I'll give you some ammos to get mad at. Windows 11, whatever update this is for 24H2, adds ads to settings. This is more bloatware. So
Is
what's
this out already?
I'll have to check on my PC, but
I hope it's not.
They're adding an ad for Xbox Live.
Oh God!
Join Game Pass right there when you're trying to choose what monitor is the right resolution and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I have the typical you open up your search bar and it's got St. Patrick's Day stuff. Ask Copilot, Irish versus American traditions, and I've always
I'm more
hated
okay with
stuff.
that.
I've always hated it.
I hate it too, but I'm more okay with that.
Yeah, it's better than yeah.
I started getting ads on my TV. I was streaming last night and it just comes up on my screen like a little text. Did you know you can shop while you watch your TV? Click now for more. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't seem to have any ads in settings as of right now. So
that's good. Maybe you haven't downloaded the update, or maybe they scrapped it because there was too much backlash, because that does happen.
They don't give Microsoft don't care. Microsoft don't give a shit. Yeah.
Orange Gotten for $4.99.
Orange
Happy St. Patty's. I'm Irish and Native American, so God help the firewater. The Huskies say hi.
Orange Gotten.
I'm sure they're still saying hi because that's what they do.
I loved Jay explaining your name to the panel today.
Angrily, by the way. He's like, I can't read that name without saying it like Orange Gotten.
What the freak?
I don't think anyone can.
Jay is hilarious. And a 199 from Orange Gotten. Everybody's seen the Leprechaun say yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
Barely remember it.
That's an old meme. That's like 15 years old at this point.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Probably a
until this morning.
crackhead. Yeah.
Yeah, until this morning. I didn't see that.
Oh, that's so good.
Let's see here. We got a few more minutes. So Jack O'Neill with 2 L's started following me about a month ago on Twitter. And he's hilarious. He just posts something Stargate related whether it's like the most popular thing at the time or it's like politics or something like that. But Amazon spent $1 billion on a fantasy franchise with Tolkien's name on it attached, and more people watch this.
It's true.
Kind of hilarious.
It's true. And he's an advocate for everybody getting a mail order P90.
Yes, he is. So his account blew up when Gavin Newsom posted the meme of like the person not being able to reach like healthcare from the short ladder or something like that. So Jack O'Neill took that meme and he replaced the logo that he did with healthcare with a P90. And it said like California gun laws or something like that. And it was the kid like, come on, I want it.
Mine. Drop the P90s in chat if you got them. I don't have mine.
Yeah, I always love the like socialism. They show like the kid looking over the fence, but every like
the equity.
The dad is cut in half, the kid is cut in 3/4, and the baby's the same. And they're all behind the fence. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But Jack O'Neill is great. I love his description. He's like a parody account of a real, not fake person.
Yeah, who would totally take someone's name and make that their moniker online? That'd be kind of weird, right?
It would be a
shocking.
crazy thing to do.
As somebody that's from Irish descent, a Jack O'Neill is not exactly in short supply, my good man.
Or even stranger, just like make yourself that body part of that celebrity, That'd be
very weird. That would be pretty weird, right?
I can't believe anyone would ever do that.
I mean, it could be worse. You could name yourself after a Zamboni. I mean, that's another option.
Yeah, what kind of asshole will do that?
I mean, a Zamboni is like pretty slow, so
yeah, but it gets the job done. That's what I'm telling you.
Eventually, I guess.
Eventually, but it gets the job done. Hey, at least I won't have to
20
change my
minutes.
name to Muslim Zamboni. Okay, the Muslim conquest. So.
Hey, I can't be a U fan on my side.
Oh. All right, one last thing here.
Zamboni's baloney. I like it.
Hayden, when are we going to finish Space Marine 2 so we can get ready for Space Marine 3?
Oh my god! You know what?
We're on like the last mission, I think, right?
Let me know. I will.
I don't remember if we made it all the way to the last mission, but I know we're in that final stretch for sure.
Yeah. Actually, Nerd Slap, we do need a third person because it's 3-player co-op, right?
I will join you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a random thing. I want to watch that secret level.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
That
episode.
was so freaking good.
Dude, you know how many times I've watched that like little valley scene where they're just crushing heads?
Dude, when he shoulder checks that freaking car, I'm like, yes.
The entire
Yeah,
tank.
he's just like whatever. That's so
Got
good,
like
dude.
blood all over his helmet. He just goes.
I wish I could
So
watch
good.
things. I can't watch anything anymore. I just have to play things.
Dude, Hayden, have you not seen the secret level
No.
Warhammer?
I haven't
Oh
seen
my
any
God.
of Secret.
Wait, you didn't
Level.
watch the?
I didn't watch it.
Shit.
It's only like 14 minutes long.
I know that's what people keep telling me, and I can't find 15 minutes to look it up.
You still have it, India?
I mean, it's on Amazon, but yeah, I've got it on my NAS unit. So
Yeah,
Watch
it's
it
on
quick
Amazon.
after this or something. It's so
Now-
sick.
Your favorite episode is definitely going to be the Pac-Man one.
Nerd Slap, I see you pulled something up. I'm scared.
Hey, Mo gave me the idea.
Uh-oh.
I had to do it.
Oh, yeah, Peruvian videos.
Take the wheel, I guess.
All right. All I can say is thanks, Mo, for the idea.
Oh God,
Son of a.
Oh, you did me dirty, man.
I hate you too.
it's even worse than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my God.
The crazy thing is, it doesn't look that much different.
It
really
doesn't.
Dagnall, your face is all kinds of fucked in that. Holy shit.
My
He's
head
like
falls
Jane
off.
Gum. He's like Frederica Bimmel. Is that great big fat lady? He's like Silence of the Lambs. He's Buffalo Bill. He's like,
Yeah, just wearing a face.
God, fuck me. Yeah.
Oh, that is awful.
Corporate can't tell a difference.
Oh no!
Yes, it's a new one. It looks nothing like the other one. Okay.
Come on, Hook.
We need a side-by-side comparison.
No, I never want to see that again.
So
No.
okay, so I got one quick video, and I love this guy. He did this thing on Twitch to avoid getting his stream taken down. You always said, Hayden, you said you'd rather play it than watch it. Why not do both?
Oh. I think I know what you're fixing. To
Yes,
pull up.
but it's hilarious, and if people aren't clued into this, it's it's only 30 seconds long, but it is peak libertarianism in a good way.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
I remember this.
So this is a live stream of a UFC event, but he's pretending like he's playing the game.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Are we gonna get in trouble for showing this? Doesn't UFC not like sharing?
Oh, I mean, you got
turn
the
it
point,
down.
so you can. There you go. But I'm just saying.
Oh man, I love that clip.
Yeah, that was the thing. He had gotten
That's big
taken
brain.
down twice previously for live streaming a UFC event. So then, like
Sophie.
the third time he did it, he just like picked up a controller and acted like he was playing the entire time. And I think he streamed almost the whole thing.
Yeah, and if you noticed, he only did it when the fighting started. So he's like, oh,
Yep.
All right, Sophie sent me a video. I have no idea what it is.
No,
All right, I'm gonna take that down for a sec.
Oh no.
Is this the right one, Sophie?
I'm going to show you this next video. So this is in Peru, and this actually has a name. It's called Takana Kui.
Taika Waititi.
Ticonderoga.
These look like kids. Those are kids.
Yeah, they look
Those are
like
kids.
kids.
But,
Now-
but it's not just kids. Look, there's women.
Are they bare hand? Are they?
Yes, bare knuckle, beating the daylights out of each other.
Wow.
And so
Oh, I know
the
why she
rationale
sent
behind
this.
is what they would do in this province of Peru is they would carry their grudges for the year, and during this event that happens once a year, they would challenge each other and bring each other to this arena and just beat the daylights out of each other. They're not holding back.
So it's
They're
like
not
a
holding back,
purge.
But I do
Yeah.
see that they're kind of protecting themselves.
Yumo.
So that's because at the
this
beginning, whenever she asked about those of us that she thought wasn't wearing green, and she said, "You're not gonna slap them," and Mo said, "No, we pinch in our country," and she was like, "You're weak." That's probably why she sent that.
And if you're
okay,
not going to
first
get
of
hit
all-
by the UFC, then you're definitely getting hit by Led Zeppelin. So watch
I
out.
know, right?
Yeah.
Good song. Worth.
Hopefully, there was enough. Who would I challenge? Oh,
Among
top.
like
I don't
us?
know. The production assistant's already gone, so
Save up 52 weeks worth of intros and then just give Nerd Slap the left and the right hook.
probably
Give him the
probably
actual
Leon.
nerd slap.
Yeah, these guys made a lot of really bad memes.
I wouldn't mind
Probably-
punching Destiny or Hassan or something like that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Hassan.
Ooh,
Hassan would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destiny, you're gonna catch something. He was in polyamorous relationships.
You can't get his blood on you.
Yeah,
if you
Hassan
do that.
has
No,
only
you
had
hit
a
him hard
relationship
enough.
with his hand. So
And then we got
With a
Orange
brain?
Gun.
Oh, so not Hassan then.
Play the Alabama Leprechaun video for $1.99. You guys know what that is?
yeah, that's
The one we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
it's probably a crackhead. Yeah.
Oh,
That's like from like Opie and Anthony days in like 2009. But it's so good,
Yeah.
especially the sketch, the amateur sketch. It's let me see if I can find it. All right.
Hassan Piker, Sam Hyde. That dude, I want that to happen.
I would watch that fight.
Yeah. Clearly,
I'll fight you
Hassan
on
doesn't
the line. No, in real life.
in real life.
No, in real life.
I love that clip.
Oh, it's so good. You got the video?
I will find the video. They actually
right.
saw a T-shirt of the sketch.
We'll start doing outros and play
Okay.
it somewhere in the middle. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
We'll start with Nagrinol this time.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Me. Yeah, I'm Nagrinol. I stream games on Kick and YouTube, and I'm on X, and I'm on Instagram, and reviewed some movies on Criticalist. So you can find all that on my link tree. I don't know where Phantom is. What are you doing? Making me work here?
He's doing his best. He's doing
at
his
home.
best.
He just posted my link a minute ago, so
Yeah, great. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, shout out to Phantom. But yeah, that's it for me.
On the coffee.
Yeah, stop shouting, please.
Sorry.
You're gonna have to speak into the mic a little bit closer.
Okay, that better?
No, your other mic, your desk mic.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, there we go.
You hear me better now?
Hi, Tribes 2. Nice to meet you again.
I loved you on The Price is Right.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Well,
just having a bad day.
$1.
Snake Man, tell us where you're gonna be at.
So yeah, I'll be here Mondays and Wednesdays. I also do Tarkov streams on Tuesdays, and I have two potentially plus projects coming up soon, so that's pretty exciting. And then also, Kick just made a bunch of changes. I don't know if we talked about that or not, but I was going to do a face reveal for 75 followers, and now that that's not a thing, I'm going to probably do that sooner rather than later. So
Nice.
hopefully in the next couple weeks, yeah, I'm going to set up my my setup.
So you're fully monetized now, then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
congrats.
it. Super exciting.
Hell yeah. Mo Zamboni.
Yes. So I'm gonna start doing some gaming streams, not PUBG because I know people don't like it that much. I'm pretty good at Fortnite.
Mass
so I'm
Effect
probably gonna
3?
start doing some Fortnite, and I'd love to play
It's on my phone somewhere.
Indiana Jones. Whatever the thing of the Atlantis one, the old school Lucasfilm game. Like, there's a lot of games I missed out on in a middle part of my my teenage years.
Staff of Kings is a good one.
Yeah, like just revisiting those and just having some fun with it because I really enjoy that kind of stuff. And I actually have period. I know I will. You got to help me get out of my regular job. Yeah, I will. I have it. I own it. So, by the way, the video is in the private chat, so you can throttle it because it's pretty rough. Yeah,
I got it ready to go. Should I play it now?
I know it's a product of its age, but
is this safe to show? I didn't really vet it.
Oh no, it is safe to show, but it's not going to reflect well on a certain segment of the population. But that's their fault.
Oh, okay. Well,
so it's hilarious.
All right.
Close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood.
What?
A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community, many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun and say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like.
Remember
Others
now.
are
I forgot about
believe
this.
And have come up with their own theories and
It's so
explanations
good.
for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told me to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
Get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off smells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather.
Thousands of years ago, it's a fucking iron pipe.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. It's
It's
PVC.
It's PVC.
Was it?
From his great
I'm gonna run a
grandfather.
backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where to go. I want to go. Give me the go. I want to go. Give me the go.
This is
I want
Brian
to
Johnson,
go.
NBC 15 News.
People will do anything for a pot of gold. I mean, anything.
You know what I like? I like the amateur sketch of the leprechaun. Yeah. Somebody got a really good look at it and got that good drawing. Who
did that? I wouldn't
good
know who
drawing?
sketched
I don't know. Maybe Brian sketched it.
Oh, my
That was a good story.
You know, here's the best part about the entire thing is that they put Tiger Woods, aka the whitest black guy, on there. They're like, "Well, I'm Brian Johnson," you know. Good old days.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
Got your money's worth out of that one, Norgingon. Jeff, tell us
Yo.
where you're going to be at.
Yeah, we've got some stuff coming down the pipe on YouTube on my channel. You can follow me at Jeff Up North 57 or my Twitter at Jeff_Up_North. And Thursday I will be on For the Homies podcast.
Hell yeah.
So catch me there.
Nice.
Making the rounds. Nice.
Oh yeah. Busy week.
Hell
Yeah, you'll have the third silliest accent on that entire show, so you'll be okay.
And
Just thankful I'm not from Indiana.
Nagardal, do you have a link to his YouTube channel? Because it is actually impossible to search unless you put the @ in there. You have to put the @ in there because he doesn't have any content, so it doesn't show up in search results when you type in Jeff Up North 57.
Just hijacking other people's streams.
But it's in the description at Jeff Up North 57. Or the title, actually.
Yeah, I don't
But-
think that works. That didn't work when I clicked on it. Did find it.
But Norman, what's new with you?
Well, like I said, Shadows Week this Thursday, I think, just when it goes live. So looking forward to that. Other than that, I'm gonna go make some chicken now because I'm hungry. Maybe watch.
Are they
the
shaped like
Doctor-
dinos?
They're not shaped like dinos, unfortunately. Maybe like a dinosaur that was hit by a meteor or something. That would maybe look
Kind of splattered out.
Yeah.
Not the same.
No. It's fried though. Does that count?
Yeah, you're getting close.
Get back.
It's fried. I'm shocked.
Hayden.
Yeah, so I'll use my outro just to share a fun little story with you guys. Some of you may have caught it, some of you might not have, but on Sunday I was on Horny Alf's channel hanging out with Alf, Drew, Tiny But Fierce, and a guy that has this little YouTube channel with like 6.1 million subscribers. Tobuscus, from back in the days of like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and the guy's been on YouTube for a long time. I had no idea who he was before we went on the stream together. And I believe it was one of his first streams because it was the most chaotic stream I think I may have ever been on.
Interesting.
Well, if you ever watch this content,
he's a comedian. He's a very funny guy. But so Alf and Drew were both having connection issues. So then it would end up being me and Tobuscus just kind of talking when I'm trying to keep the show on some rail. It was a wild show. So that was over on Pop Culture Patriots on Horny Alf's channel. So go check that out. Otherwise, Tuesday we do our political show on Nerd Wars, and then Wednesday Late and Gay with the GCA. And I will be making a return to YouTube with some videos sometime in the very near future.
Video mode.
Yep, we're doing it. That's when the streaming starts. But yeah, videos first, then we'll do the some streams. So
sweet. Nerd Slap, how about you?
Well, I'll be around, memeing people here and there, especially Mo. But now, depending on how tomorrow goes, we might be discussing the JFK files on Sunday.
This is
Apparently,
true.
we're getting the files tomorrow, so I'm curious to see how that's going to go. But
accidental discharge.
Hopefully,
that's what I'm thinking.
we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping we actually get something this time. But no, other than that, just streaming over on Kick whenever I have time, making my way slowly through Indiana Jones and slowly losing my mind. So it's always fun.
Hell yeah.
And thanks for coming on, Jeff. It was great to, great to have you on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We'll have to get you back on again. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got going on? We have Boondock Saints 2. What is it called? Boondock Saints?
All Saints Day.
All Saints Day. That's it. Yeah. Not a great movie, but it does kind of set up and leave things open-ended for number 3, which is in the works.
Mhm.
So I think people should watch it if they've never seen it, because the idea of the Vatican controlling those two to take out evil sounds like a fucking awesome idea. I like that universe. That's cool.
It sounds like they're
So-
going the John Wick route, where it's like, okay,
That's
it
what I was
starts
gonna
off
say.
believable, and
They
then
are.
it goes into ridiculousness. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Not that the first one wasn't ridiculous.
The first one was ridiculous, but
Oh.
in a good way, in a fun way. I like the way they tell the story. You know, they are investigating a crime scene and then they do the flashbacks on how it happened. It's funny. But not gonna lie, I've been thinking about Satisfactory a lot, even while we were streaming here, and need to retool the factory. Might need Nerd Slab's help with that.
It's a big
project.
I'm gonna go play
Big
Monster
project.
Hunter.
We're gonna figure out how to get that Cybertruck to turn left. So
we will get it done.
Keep turning.
Get a
over.
mod on CurseForge or something.
yeah, I've got that BD stick and I got that AK. Maybe kick it hard enough, it'll start working again. We'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe
if
you should send your workers to Iraq or something.
But I got the redirect set to go over to New Blackstreet. Let everybody know who sent you over there, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Yep. Make sure you said, "Did you see a leprechaun?" Say, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see! I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes!
Hey, the truck looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live! I'm on live TV! Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No! It can't be!
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.